Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Real Estate Show and Radio Show. We talk about how to buy houses, sell houses, how to save money, what's the type of mortgages that's best for you, what type of mortgages are out there, how to negotiate when buying a home, how to select the right real estate agent. Listen, honestly, I'm telling you, most of you do not use the right real estate agent. You use somebody you know or somebody in the neighborhood that you don't want to give you the stink eye if you list with somebody else or use them as a real estate agent. I'm going to tell you something. You're so cautious about your investments and you're loose when it comes to choosing somebody that's going to negotiate the highest ticket item that you'll ever purchase. So why, if you don't know anything about a real estate agent other than you can determine their personality and how nice they are, that is a mistake. I don't want a nice realtor. I'd like one, but I don't care. I want a real estate agent that's going to negotiate hard for me and is not afraid to. You should see the look on some of these realtor faces when they're up against a stiff negotiator. They're weak. They can't do it. Put them in front of an Indian negotiator and see how well they do, or an Asian negotiator. My God, those people can negotiate. Now, does that sound racist? I don't think it sounds racist, does it? That was a compliment. You understand that, right? So Americans, not so good. Most Americans are not good negotiators. Learn to be a better negotiator. It will pay off for you. Teach your children to be good negotiators. They're really good when they're babies because, boy, they can negotiate and get you to do anything they want to. You have to learn to be a better negotiator. So when it comes to choosing a real estate agent, I know the best. I know the worst. And some of the ones that I recommend aren't the biggest producers, but they're very good at what they do. Some of the big producers, I wouldn't use them for anything in the world. They're obnoxious, they're conceited, they think they're better than they really are, and I don't like that. I think humbleness goes a long way. Okay. I think that being humble goes a long way. So when it comes to choosing a real estate agent, have me help you. Here's why. I know the good ones. I know the not good ones. But when I refer you to a real estate agent, that real estate agent will then in turn, rather than paying me for a referral, they pay you 25% of their commission back to use towards closing costs and escrows or whatever it is you want to use it for. So up to $10,000 for the Lone Ranger Real Estate Rebate Program. You need a realtor. You need me to help you with one. If you are a real estate agent and you would like to get on my referral list, you can't. Here's the only way you can get on my referral list. Because remember, I don't refer people realtors because the realtor pays me for the referral, because they don't. The only way I refer the real estate agent is, first of all, I always refer my top producing real estate agents because they're good producers and they know how to work. They know how my systems work. Secondly is, if you want me to refer you, I have to have done business with you before. So we need to have a couple of transactions behind our belt so you can evaluate my level of service and I can evaluate your level of service. And then if we feel like we're providing an exemplary service to our clientele, then I'll refer you. And then you can refer me strong. So why don't you check out my references? Go to Zillow, check out my reviews. Go to Yelp, check out my reviews. Go to YouTube, check out my reviews. I don't know if you can Facebook them or not. That doesn't do anything, but check me out. Call my references. You want somebody that you can count on. Do you want a good lender that's really going to help you through the process? Because I'm going to tell you something. I hear horror stories about some of y'all that went to your bank or your credit union for a mortgage and wonder why it all fell apart or it was a disaster. You have to have somebody that's experienced in getting the job done. That would be me, Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger. 35 years I've been doing this. I have trained and coached loan officers and real estate agents across the country. I'm one of the highest producing loan officers in the entire nation. Now, I don't tell you that to brag. It's not bragging rights because there's a lot of things I just don't do well. I just happen to do mortgages really good. I happen to have created a business that caters to my clientele. And I try to make the process as easy as it can be. And I'm constantly working on making my process easier and easier for all my clients. Isn't that really what you want? Tampa Bay, 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Orlando, all the way up to St. Augustine, which is where I will be on New Year's Day. Go to 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com. I want to talk about interest rates. All right. Interest rates aren't where you want them to be right now, but it is a good time to buy because sellers are willing to negotiate. There's a lot of inventory. Refinancing. Do not refinance unless you need cash out to either do home improvements or to consolidate debt that you've gotten in over your head on. That I want you to call me right away. However, if you're looking to drop your rate, eliminate PMI, drop your payment, it's not the time. And I know I'm the only lender that's going to go, don't refinance right now. Here's why. I think eventually things will get better. The problem is I don't think interest rates going to drop the way we all thought they would. And even though the Fed's made 3 Fed cuts already, they've made interest rates on mortgages worse instead of better. So it hasn't helped out. So if you're going to refinance, it's not the right time to do it. But here's what it is the right time to do. If you would like on my VIP watch list, I have created a watch list. I've got almost 500 people on this watch list right now that want to refinance. But the rate has to get to a certain point for it to be worth their while. And do not expect rates under 5%, folks. It's not going to happen in your lifetime, not anytime soon. We will be lucky if we can get to 5.5%. Lucky if we can get to 5.5%. 5.25 at very best. You're not going to see 4s anymore. You're not going to see 3s anymore. You're definitely not going to see 2s anymore. The days are gone. So either you continue to rent at 100% interest rate, or you get yourself off your butt and get on the phone and talk to me, or get on the interweb and finish your application at webringyouhome.com. Let's get your credit going where you need it to be. Let's know what type of loan programs. Let me hook you up with a real estate agent. Let me hook you up with one of my builders that'll pay all your closing costs. I mean, it's a no-brainer, folks. But you have to do something. You can't just wait around for life to pass you up. Stop being a victim and get things done. Okay? Get to work. Let's get to work. It's what it takes. No laziness. Let's make you a homeowner. Let's make this the year. So I don't see interest rates dropping anytime soon. So just be patient. Be patient. Get into the market. Houses are up 6% from this time last year. I just got the numbers out. Now, let's talk about some favorable programs. What are people getting? First-time home buyers are oftentimes veterans, no money down loans. No money down. Veterans, I guarantee you, I will beat USAA. I will beat them. I will beat Veterans United. I will beat New Day, whatever it's called. I will beat them. They're not that great. They just advertise and they act like they're the veteran's best friend. No, they're a profit center and they're there to make money. They spend a lot of money on ads. I don't spend money on ads. So call me now and I'll help you. Other programs, FHA, USDA, 100% financing, no down payment, down payment assistance. I've got some down payment assistance programs available right now. Reverse mortgages for all of you that are of retirement age, 62 and a half or above. Maybe a reverse mortgage is the right thing. It's the right thing for you. Excuse me. Maybe you're a physician and you want 100% financing with no PMI to purchase a home. I can help you with that. Maybe you're self-employed and it's the end of the year. You had a good year. You sock some money away. But boy, when you give your CPA your um, your books, and they start looking at, oh man, I can write this off and that off and this off. And then your tax returns show you don't make any money. That's okay. Leave your tax returns at home when you're self-employed with me. I've got bank statement programs. I'll use the last 12 months bank statements, personal or corporate. I prefer your business tax returns. So bring those in and I'll take that and add up all your deposits and I'll give you 50% of that as income. How do you like that? That's a great deal. Now, for those of you that want to build a custom home or a semi-custom home and you want to buy a lot or you have a lot and you want to build on it, call me. I've got great construction loans. One-time close construction loans. You save the money. You don't have to do two closings. Much better. And then for those of you that want maybe a little bit more room to spread out, maybe you're looking at manufactured homes. You know, manufactured homes can be a real good deal these days. There's some real bargains, and you can generally get a little bit more property, but there's things you have to do to buy a manufactured home, and you have to be aware of them. Your inspections are going to be more expensive. Your homeowner's insurance is going to be more expensive, but you can get a lot of house for the money, and you can get a little bit of acreage. You got a little bit of room to move around a little bit, breathe. Maybe you want some property to park your trucks on or your boat or something like that. These are the type of properties that we can help you find. If you're a real estate agent and you're not using my services, you're just not using people that care about your business the way we do. And maybe that's okay. Maybe you don't care about your business that much. Maybe, you're just kind of winging it and trying a few things here and there and hoping to get by. Well, that's fine. But you're not a professional real estate agent. Professional real estate agents closing at least one transaction a month, at least. And that's a part-time one. You should be closing 4 a month. That's a full-time real estate agent, 4 transactions a month. If you're not doing 4 transactions a month, then you have to ask yourself why, and you need to call me and we'll evaluate your business. We'll tell you what you're doing wrong. How about that? 407-706-3313, 813-213-4009, or webringyouhome.com. Webringyouhome.com. So, here's something else we do a lot of here. We help you fix your credit. Don't pay somebody to go fix your credit. You guys, don't do that. You don't have to do it. I'll help you fix it for free. And if you call me up and say, I got this, I know how to do it without you, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't. You absolutely don't. You don't have the analyzers that we have that will tell you how to get your score up. And each bureau grades them differently. That's what you need. 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com. When we get back from the next break, I want to just cover a few more things. I want to talk about rate buy downs, what the builders are doing to get you a lower rate than prevailing rates right now. And is it good or is it bad? Well, it is good and bad, but we're going to talk about that when we come back from the next break. So how can a builder offer you interest rates that aren't available to the general public right now? I am going to share with you what they're doing, how they're doing it, and how it affects you. So you don't want to go anywhere. All right. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. If you have a question for me, or if you'd like to get your application started for purchase, refinance, or home equity, go to webringyouhome.com or call or text 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. I'll be back in about 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Radio Show, Cross Country Mortgage, and we're going to dive deep into some other programs, and we're going to talk a little bit more about what the market's doing and why now is a time you need to be aware of. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.